3 races and over 1.6 million in win and place prize money. A big outsider, Boardroom Shuffle, 50-1, Timmy Murphy. Challenger to Look, who's blinkered, 25-1. Tony McCoy rides for the 3rd consecutive year. Jeddah sadly doesn't take part. Doran's Pride, who's won 25 races, 8-1, the mount of Paul Horrigan. This table already hit the bullseye today. Double Thriller at 7-1, Joe Tizzard. Dr. Lunt, 8-1, Andrew Thornton. Go Ballistic, 7-1, Richard Johnson. Looks Like Trouble, 11-4, Norman Williamson. The heir apparent, that horse. Mulligan, 33-1, Adrian Maguire. And Seymour Business is blinkered, the 5-2 favourite, the mount of Mick Fitzgerald. The ground, too tacky for Strong Promise, and an injury rules out Tremont.
I've shown 4-1, Looks Like Trouble, though I can see 3-1 on many boards, so they're closing up the favourites near the bell, but at the moment it's even money that either Seymour Business or Looks Like Trouble will win the King George. 13-2 Double Thriller, and 7 Doran's Pride, trying to give Ireland their 5th win in the race.
Extraordinary.
So they're off and running for the Pertemps King George, and a very short run down towards the first. Dr. Lunt on the left, and on the right Seymour Business, and between the pair Double Thriller, who can front run. Terrific roar from the crowds from those two greys of Christmas past as they charge past down towards the starting area. But they're charging into the second now, and Dr. Lunt took it on the inside well. Seymour Business the outside, and Double Thriller, they're the front 3, followed by Looks Like Trouble and Go Ballistic and Boardroom Shuffle, the white jacket. Next to the rails, the green of Doran's Pride, then Challenger to Look and Mulligan, who pulled up in the race last year. And as they make their way towards the back straight, Go Ballistic sits midfield. So they swing away then down towards the 3rd fence, and Dr. Lunt taking on Double Thriller for the lead. Back in 3rd place is Seymour Business, the Gold Cup winner. Then Go Ballistic is sitting in 4th place now, getting a bit closer, and Doran's Pride and Challenger to Look on the outside. That's a plain fence which they brush through. Mulligan is last. Boardroom Shuffle nearer last than first. The next one they take, the 4th, is an open ditch, over which on the inside Dr. Lunt, with the horse with the big white face, is in a sharing lead with the other 2 previously mentioned, and there's little to choose between those 3. Mick Fitzgerald said that he didn't want Seymour Business to go too fast too soon, but is certainly in the firing line. 2 or 3 lengths then to Looks Like Trouble and Go Ballistic and Challenger to Look and Boardroom Shuffle and Doran's Pride and Mulligan, and they've taken 5. Short run towards the 6, and Double Thriller stood off at a mile. Oh, and also a slight mistake by Looks Like Trouble. He stood off at a mile as well, but the 2nd season novice, the heir apparent in this race, the top honours, wasn't as fluent there. Doran's Pride is the back marker, the Irish raider, but they've got a long way to go. They're only through the 1st mile in this King George. And Seymour Business, the 5-2 favourite, Looks Like Trouble at 7-2, Dr. Lunt at 13-2. And it's Dr. Lunt who leads as they come to the top of the home run, and at the end of the 1st mile the order is Dr. Lunt, Double Thriller and Seymour Business, 1, 2 and 3 again in the air together. Then Go Ballistic and Challenger to Look and Looks Like Trouble on the outside, followed by Mulligan and Boardroom Shuffle and Doran's Pride. They come to the middle fence of the 3 in the home run, and still the 3 front runners are keen, and it's Dr. Lunt the inside of Double Thriller, the yellow and red jacket, black and yellow stand side. On the right is Seymour Business. 2 or 3 lengths back to Looks Like Trouble, the outside of Go Ballistic, who jumped it well. Challenger to Look didn't. Mulligan leads Boardroom Shuffle, and Doran's Pride is still the back marker. So as they begin the run past the winning line and out into the country for the final time, West Country prevail. Dr. Lunt on the inside of Double Thriller and Seymour Business, 1, 2 and 3 the West Country horses. Clear by about 4 to Looks Like Trouble and Go Ballistic. This is the water. Then Challenger to Look and Boardroom Shuffle, who's never got into it, neither Mulligan nor Doran's Pride, who was slow there. They've completed a circuit and race away towards fence number 11. And Dr. Lunt and Double Thriller and Seymour Business on the outside. Then Go Ballistic. Challenger to Look, Mulligan untidy there, and Doran's Pride is last. A sad sight.
Yeah, you'd think that these 3 have been having a schooling session at the moment. Double Thriller actually just dropped back at this point, but Seymour Business, who's been just going around the outside, and Looks Like Trouble just being pulled up there. He was just beginning to feel the pace, but I think probably more than that that's caused him to be pulled up. But Dr. Lunt, really the best race that he's ever run in, and he's running and jumping well at the moment. If he's going to get tired, it'll be in the next quarter of a mile. The pace probably just beginning to tell on him, but at the moment, these two pulling away and everything else look to be struggling.
Dr. Lunt unbeaten at Kempton, but it's Heavy the Head that wears the crown. Seymour Business in the black and yellow, sharing it. Into third goes Go Ballistic, and the rider there, Richard Johnson, nearly went into orbit. Double Thriller is back into fourth place now as the unrelenting pressure starts to tell. And on the inside, it's going to be Dr. Lunt and Seymour Business, who are 1 and 2. Go Ballistic and then Double Thriller. A long yawning gap to Challenger to Look, and then Mulligan. Door and Sprite is being pulled up. Boardroom Shuffle is being pulled up. And still Dr. Lunt has the energy to leap a half length in front of the Gold Cup winner, with Go Ballistic trying to close into a third place here, closing in on the fourth from home in the Pertemps King George. And it's Dr. Lunt on the inside of Seymour Business, and it's Seymour Business and Dr. Lunt, but Go Ballistic under Richard Johnson, a determined ride by him. It looks a race of 3. They're 30 lengths clear of Double Thriller, and then their Challenger to Look. So as they turn for home, Seymour Business, who won the race 2 years ago, goes into a stretching 2 lead over Go Ballistic and Dr. Lunt as they come to the top of the home run. And Seymour Business under Mick Fitzgerald. Go Ballistic goes into second place. Dr. Lunt, who's been forcing the pace, is finding it hard now. 3 out, and it's Seymour Business, the Gold Cup winner, with the King George at his mercy. Surely 2 more to jump for Seymour Business. This is the second last, comes to it, and he's over okay too. Go Ballistic in second and Dr. Lunt in third. And so with 1 more fence to jump, but we know from previous experience that this fence has been so crucial in the past. But Seymour Business coming into it, and he sees a stride, he gets away well, and so the champion prevails. Seymour Business comes home to win his 11th race, the second time he's taken the Pertemps King George. At the line, Seymour Business, a true champion. Second horse home is Go Ballistic, and the third horse home is Dr. Lunt, who's ridden out to the line under Andy Thornton. Fourth will be Mulligan, who pulled up in the race last year. Double Thriller has been pulled up. Last to finish was Challenger to Look, who was running in the race for the 3rd consecutive year. And so the result then of this Grade 1 Pertemps King George, the 5-2 favourite, Seymour Business, has won it for the 2nd time. And a first win in the race for Mick Fitzgerald, who'd been placed in the past on Imperial Call and Rough Quest a couple of times. But a big triumph here, not just for him, but for Paul Nicholls and the owners, the owners of this terrific 9-year-old, John Keithley and Paul Barber, who walked the track before racing to make sure that the ground was all right for their famous hero. Congratulations there from a disappointed, no doubt, Norman Williamson on Looks Like Trouble. The heir apparent couldn't dethrone the champion, Seymour Business.
So Seymour Business, 5-2 favourite, winning by 17 lengths from his old rival Go Ballistic, who was returned at 7-1, and Dr. Lunt a creditable third at 13-2. Non-runners 3, 11 and 12